Trainer, but please stay through. We've got amazing speakers today. Also, on that note, stewards, we need more stewards, so please, if you can't steward, please see anyone in a yellow vehicle, Helen Dixon here to sign up. We need more stewards to protect the people in our march. Also, there's a donation book going around, I don't know where Diana's got. Or, good news, since December, we've raised 20,000 since December for Palestine, and that is just all you guys. So well done, that is amazing. And less than a year, 20,000 of someone's whole salary. So well done, well done. And then also, Barclays is now shut, so there won't be any campaign outside Barclays. I think Jeremy scared them away. But there is still a human billboard outside on Edge Lane by the Marks and Spencer, by the retail park, every Tuesday at 4 o'clock. So, on that note, Arthur, where are you from TUC?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Arthur and TUC has been got me excited.
So anyways,
Palestine will be free.
From the sea to the river.
Palestine will live forever.
Yemen, Yemen, make us proud.
Send another ship around.
Hi, hello everybody. My name's Arthur. I'm a retired RNC State Direct who worked for Eurostar Trains. I'm just going to read you a short report from the TUC Congress on behalf of Wirral's Trade Council, which took place in September, from which I compiled an article, this report, from an article written by my friend Alex Gordon, who's the president of the RNC. There's a lot of detail in it, so I'll try and make it as quick as possible, but important decisions were taken at this Congress. The TUC Congress took decisions to align trade unions with pro-Palestinian, pro-peace movements and determined an end to Britain's support for Israel's genocide in Gaza and an end to escalation towards a wider war in the Middle East. At Stop the War's well-attended fringe meetings, General Secretaries from the PCS...
Yemen, make us proud.
Send another ship around.
Yemen, Yemen, make us proud.
Send another ship around.
TSSA, Unison, UCU, and the chair of the NUU and the chair of Stop the War spoke. Every speaker identified the need to oppose the trend in the TUC in recent years, led by some unions representing workers in the arms industry, to argue for an increase in the proportion of Britain's GDP spent on arms production. Britain is reeling from 14 years of Tory austerity, with racial riots scarring our towns and cities. There will never be a good time for trade unions to argue for more public money to be taken away from pensioners and public services to boost the profits of arms manufacturers. But 2024 is the worst possible time to make such arguments. The TUC Congress debated the British government's support for the arms industry, focusing on the genocide getting carried out by Israeli. Gaza. The NUE's Louise Regan, moving composite motion 17 on Palestine, said our political leaders continue to sell Israel weapons even as it stands charged in the ICJ for the crime of genocide. It is obscene to continue arms sales at this time when two senior Israeli government figures stand fiercely accused of crimes against humanity. She argued a comprehensive end to all sales is a necessary step towards ending Britain's complicity in Israel's oppression of the Palestinians. The NU's motion called on the government to end all licenses for arms traded with Israel, meeting international law. The motion was supported by speakers from Unison, Unite, PCS, CWU, FDU, GWB, ASLEF, BFAWU and UCU. The GMB said we know that the UK continues to supply military and is flying reconnaissance, Israel's military and is flying reconnaissance flights over Gaza. Our government needs to do more than just holding 30 export licenses out of its hundreds that we have. The motion, supported by the TUC General Council, was welcomed by the Palestinian ambassador, who in his address told the TUC Congress delegates it is clear that the motion is calling for a full arms embargo on Israel. An emergency motion from the UCU, supported by the ROT, called on the TUC Congress to campaign to stop the escalation of the war in the Middle East. It condemned Israel's bombing of Lebanon and the attacks on Iran, resolved to oppose any attempts to escalate this war and to demand a ceasefire now, and supported the call launched by Stop the War for a UK-wide workplace day of action in support of an immediate ceasefire. Sorry, I told you it's a bit long and a lot of detail, but I'm trying my best. The TUC General Council, supported by the UCU and the RNC, supported the emergency motion, which described Israel's bombing of Lebanon and the slaughter of Britain as a significant and qualitative escalation that threatens a much wider war in the Middle East that will lead to greater death, destruction and instability in the region. Taken together, these two motions put Britain's official trade union movement in a significantly better place in terms of international policy by supporting a total ban on arms sales to Israel and opposing the incessant drumbeat of war emanating from neocons in the US State Department, the UK Ministry of Defence, the Foreign and Commonwealth Office in Tel Aviv. The important work carried out by Stop the War over the past 2 years in convening trade union conferences to confront political problems in our trade unions on the question of opposing arms profiteering, war and imperialism has found a strong echo in the wider trade union movement. However, the major influence on trade unions and on politicians continues to be you. The unprecedented mass movement of millions of pro-Palestinian, pro-peace, anti-war protesters on the streets of Britain since October 2023. To change the UK government policy and force a ban on arms sales to Israel, recognition of a Palestinian state or a one-state solution to prevent a wider war, we must maintain this movement of millions and bring more trade unionists onto our platform and into our marches. I'm sure you know, whatever. Sorry, I've got
pension funds. Sorry, pension funds.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it now. I'm sure you know, but the Merseyside Pension Fund invest in arms companies that supply arms to Israel. There's a demonstration at A3 Racecourse at 9 a.m. on Thursday, the 21st of November. Please come along if you can. It'll be at A2 Racecourse, entrance L9 5D. Solidarity and peace. Thank you.
Palestine! Palestine!
On that note, we have a 10 URL. Please use it automatically send a template for you. If you haven't got the time like all of you, obviously we've got work, we've got commitment. This does the work for you. There's no excuse. Please use it. I'm trying to speak quick because it's absolutely teaming down. I'm going to quickly pass the hand to any of the Palestinians that we're here to say.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum Liverpool. Can you hear me well?